This is part 2 of our discussion of archetypes. There are different types or situations of archetypes. The first is the quest. This is the journey the hero must undertake. It can be a mission to rescue a person, retrieve a lost or stolen object, or defeat an enemy. There's the task, which is the ordinary act the hero must accomplish to complete the quest. The journey, which is the path the hero must take to complete the quest. The initiation is the moment when the hero becomes an adult with a new and deeper understanding of the world. And the ritual, which is the ceremony the initiate participates in that marks the rite of passage into adulthood. There's the fall, the hero's fall from grace or loss of innocence. Often the hero is punished for this mistake. And then there's the death and rebirth, where the hero might literally die and be resurrected, but more often through his or her adventures and trials, his or her immature and experienced self dies and a new, stronger, worldly man or woman is born. There's the battle between the good and evil, the constant struggle between the hero and those who would oppose him or her. The unhealable wound. This is either a physical, emotional, or psychological wound that never properly heals. The wound symbolizes a loss of innocence. There's the father-son conflict, the power struggle for who will be in control between the older, more experienced father and the newer, up-and-coming son. There's the mentor-pupil relationship, the relationship between the hero and his or her mentor. The mentor serves as the father figure, guiding, training, and instructing the hero. Then there are symbolic archetypes. There's light versus darkness. The light represents all that is good, hope, renewal, or enlightenment, while darkness represents hopelessness, the unknown, and evil. There's innate wisdom versus educated stupidity. One character might possess natural, inherent wisdom, while another may have much more formal education, but could be completely clueless. There's supernatural intervention or aid. When the gods step in to help or hinder the hero, either for good or bad, they alter the course of the hero's journey, thereby altering his or her destiny. There's fire versus ice. Fire represents knowledge, light, life, and rebirth, while ice represents death, darkness, and sterility. There's natural versus the mechanical world, where nature is good and technology is bad. The threshold is the gateway the hero must cross over for rebirth or to achieve his quest. There's the underworld, the darkest, most dangerous part of the hero's journey. It could be the actual underworld or simply the most difficult task the hero has had to face up to that point in his or her adventures. There's the haven versus the wilderness. The haven is the safe place, while the wilderness represents the unknown, dangerous, animalistic part of the world. There's water versus the desert. Water represents growth, life, fertility, birth, and baptism, while the desert represents death, the void, and sterility. Heaven versus hell. Because heaven is the home of the gods, it is good, while hell is the darkest, scariest, most evil place imaginable. The crossroads is a point where the hero must make a life-altering decision, a fork in the road. Whichever path the hero chooses determines his or her fate. And then there's the maze. Could be a literal maze, or more often a search for truth within the hero's mind or a puzzling dilemma he or she must figure out. There's the magic weapon, the hero's prized weapon he or she needs to complete the quest. Then there's colors: red, green, blue, black, white, and yellow. There is also numbers. 7 is the most powerful of symbolic numbers, signifying the combination of 3 and 4. 4 is associated with the life cycle, the 4 seasons, the female principle, earth, nature, and the elements. And 3 is light and spiritual awareness, unity, male principle, and the Holy Trinity.